Welcome back to this week's edition of the Risk Spotlight Operational Risk News Update. My name is Emily Jones, and today I'll be bringing you essential updates and insights from the world of operational risk, drawn from the past week. All information shared here is sourced from the Risk Spotlight Portal, the premier forward-looking service dedicated to operational risk content. Let's get started. The first update is about the alarming rise in DDoS attacks and their financial impact on businesses. According to a recent report by Zayo, DDoS attacks surged by 106% from the second half of 2023 to the first half of 2024. The average duration of these attacks has increased to 45 minutes, up 18% from last year, costing unprotected organizations around $270,000 per attack at a rate of $6,000 per minute. Interestingly, short-burst attacks lasting less than 10 minutes still make up the majority, accounting for 86% of all attacks in the first half of 2024. The next update is about a surprising trend in cyber insurance claims. According to the 2024 Data Health Check report by UK backup solutions provider DataBarracks, more organizations than ever are subscribing to cyber insurance, with 66% of UK organizations having coverage in 2024. Up from 51% in 2022. However, the number of claims has actually decreased, dropping from 58% in 2022 to just 36% in 2024. The report also shows that organizations are becoming more resilient to cyber attacks, with 82% having a business continuity plan and 54% able to recover from ransomware attacks without paying the ransom. This improved preparedness is likely the reason for the drop in insurance claims. Interestingly, cyber incidents remain the leading cause of IT downtime and data loss, but stricter cyber insurance policies are pushing organizations to strengthen their defenses. The next update is about the growing threat of deepfakes in cybersecurity. A BlackBerry report, Deepfake's Deep Impact, reveals that 82% of IT decision-makers see their organizations as vulnerable to deepfake attacks, with 71% expecting these threats to rise. Notably, 40% of respondents doubt they could identify a deepfake. The report also highlights regional differences, with UK IT professionals more concerned about deepfakes than those in the US, Canada, and Australia. While 59% of organizations have implemented deepfake detection technology, the ongoing advancements in AI suggest the fight against deepfakes is far from over. The next update is about a concerning trend in email security. According to Mimecast's Global Threat Intelligence Report 2024 H1, cybercriminals are shifting away from malware-laden email attachments and increasingly using links to legitimate cloud-based file-sharing services for their attacks. The report reveals a staggering 130% increase in email-delivered malicious links in the first quarter of 2024, followed by a 53% rise in the second quarter, compared to the same periods in 2023. These attacks often involve multiple layers of links and fake authentication challenges to evade detection. The report also highlights the growing use of AI in phishing scams, with one campaign using Replit AI to create credential harvesting pages, and another employing AI-enabled call centers to trick victims. The next update is about a new Android malware threat called NGate. Discovered by SSET, this crimeware has targeted customers of 3 Czech banks since March 2024. NGate is designed to steal card details and NFC data, enabling fraudulent ATM withdrawals. The attack uses phishing to trick victims into installing a fake banking app. A notable feature, NFC Gate, relays NFC data between victim and attacker devices, allowing ATM impersonation. Researchers also warn that this malware could enable small unauthorized payments by reading contactless card data from unattended bags. Experts advise careful URL checking, downloading apps from official stores, and using smartphone security apps. The next update is about UK's Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner's recent crackdown on workplace harassment, which could spell the end of the traditional office party. Under her leadership, the Labour Party is pushing for a significant overhaul of workers' rights in the UK, with a particular focus on preventing sexual harassment. The Worker Protection Act, set to come into effect in October, will require companies to take all reasonable steps to prevent harassment, a move that has raised concerns among employers about the potential implications for office social events. Legal experts suggest that this could lead to stricter controls on events where alcohol is served, as companies will need to demonstrate comprehensive measures to mitigate harassment risks. The next update is about debunking false narratives surrounding whistleblower reporting. A research paper by Stephen M. Cohn and Melissa Revolta from Cohn and Colapinto law firm challenges the idea that whistleblower awards lead to frivolous complaints. Analyzing data from U.S. whistleblower programs, particularly the SEC whistleblower program, they found that out of over 42,000 tips since 2021, only 5 individuals were barred for frivolous claims. Under the False Claims Act, just 0.00766% of cases involved attorney's fees alleging harassment, with only 0.0027% actually filed for that purpose. These findings contradict the belief that whistleblower awards encourage speculative complaints, underscoring their importance in enforcing financial regulations and combating corruption in the U.S. The next update is about the recent rebound in COVID-19 cases, which is causing concern across various regions. In the United States, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has noted a 23.3% increase in emergency department visits related to COVID-19, with test positivity rates climbing to 8.1%, particularly in Hawaii and other Western states. This rise is attributed to the emergence of new variants like KP3, which have a greater ability to evade immunity from previous infections or vaccinations. The next update is about the spread of Mpox to new countries over the past week. In particular, Sweden, Thailand, the Philippines, and Pakistan have all reported new cases of Mpox, marking a significant geographic expansion of the virus beyond its initial outbreak zones in East Africa. This development is part of a broader pattern of Mpox spreading globally, with the World Health Organization declaring it a public health emergency of international concern. Now let me provide a quick update on key operational risk loss events that were reported in the media last week. The next update is about TD Bank's recent financial maneuver to address potential penalties related to anti-money laundering controls in the United States. TD Bank has set aside an additional $0.6 billion in its third quarter results, anticipating a resolution to ongoing civil and criminal investigations by the end of the year. This provision comes as the bank acknowledges deficiencies in its anti-money laundering program, which have drawn scrutiny from U.S. regulators. To support this financial adjustment, TD Bank has also reduced its stake in Charles Schwab Corp., selling 40.5 million shares. The next update is about Korean investors seeking new brokers amid disruptions during a U.S. daytime trading halt on 5th August. This disruption was caused by a platform outage at Blue Ocean ATS, the sole trading venue for Korean brokers accessing U.S. markets, leading major Korean brokerage firms like Mirai Asset Securities and KB Securities to suspend trading of U.S. stocks temporarily. The halt occurred after a system error during a massive sell-off, prompting Korean investors to explore alternative brokerage options to ensure uninterrupted access to U.S. markets. The last update is about a federal class action lawsuit claiming that a hacking group accessed the network of National Public Data, a background check company, and stole unencrypted personal information. This breach reportedly exposed the data of nearly 2.9 billion individuals, including sensitive details like social security numbers and addresses, which were subsequently released on the dark web. The lawsuit, filed by Christopher Hoffman, highlights the company's failure to notify affected individuals and demands measures such as data encryption and regular cybersecurity assessments. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of last week's operational risk landscape. If you want to read more about the topics I have covered and review additional content on emerging operational risk topics, then please log into the RiskSpotlight portal if you are a subscriber, or go to riskspotlight.com to sign up for a free trial. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe and keep those risks in check.